So glad you made it here. I was just thinking about you. Well, let me show you the progress I made this week. I made a figure for my resin canoe, a rower figure out of some polymer clay. And then I made a mold of this guy out of silicone, and then I made a resin casting. Well, let me show you this rower figure real quick. I just got him hot glued on this thing. I just wanted to see if he was going to work or not. So I still got to make all the holes in the deck here because I had to make new arms for him, of course. I think it's going to work just fine. Well, I made this guy. First I made I don't know if you can see it. I used some foil as a armature. So I just watered it up and made it look some kind of shape. You can't put this polymer clay very thick or it'll crack, and I had several cracks after I stuck on this big fat belly. I thought it would be kind of funny. So I did all that. Let me show you a little trick. I was using this super sculpey firm, and I swear this stuff is like 7 years old. Take it out of there. Here's a piece here, and yeah, I squeeze. I'm squeezing as hard as I can, and you know it's not making hardly anything. You could, if you did it long enough, you could get it going, but it's really hard, really difficult. So what I did is I just put it in tap water, hot tap water, and let me pull out a piece. And so it's probably been sitting in there for 5 minutes or so, and now I can squish it real good like that. It makes it a lot easier. And the water, it doesn't seem to absorb any water because it's a oil based. So then, to make it pliable, I just take some mineral oil and I just put the container on the middle of my hand like that, and then turn it back like that. And that's like enough oil on your hand right there. Then you can put a little oil in there, help smooth things out. I try to get it really thin, and I try to keep the clay in contact with my hand as much as possible. Like that. If you need to, you could add a little more oil. I watched a few videos on YouTube on how to rejuvenate this clay, and I didn't see anybody putting it in hot water, so I think that's the trick, really. Especially if you got the real firm clay like I got. The great thing about clay is that you could just keep going until you get it right, and you can add and subtract real easy. So that was fun. I enjoyed working with that clay. So then I made this silicone mold of the figure. I just made this casting. I haven't even taken it out yet. Let's see what it looks like. Got a few bubbles. I'll fix that with some super glue. Looks pretty good. He's a bit heavy. So, well then I did the same thing. I made a couple arms. I just used some foil inside, and then I covered the foil with clay. I made that one, and I made this one. And then I made a couple silicone molds of the arms. And then made castings. I'm carving on this one a little bit. The other one, the original is it's a bit fat. Anyway, it looks a little funny. I'm going to try to carve it down a little bit and add some detail, and then make another mold after I get it all cleaned up. So that's that. And then I made a mold of the oar. Let me show you here's the original. This is a piece of oak. Alright, which end? I got the wrong end. Oh, it didn't fill up very well. This one. Here's a better one. I got all these other figures. I'm just going to see if I can't retrofit them to be in the canoe. Cut off her arms. She might make a canoe paddler. She's quite big. She's kind of gigantic compared to this other guy, so she might be too big. But I think this girl will look good. She's a good size. Or this boy. He'd make a good canoe paddler too, I think. Alright. I appreciate you stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Take care. I'll see you down the trail. Bye now.